It's time to play some stuff.
No, I'm not watching Heel Mike all night. What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay 142 in the morning at Jay's Geek House. And it's after midnight, which means it's Easter. So, happy Easter! And if Easter is not the kind of holiday that you observe, go grab some discount Cadbury cream eggs or something, because those go on sale. So, happy cheap chocolate day. One of them, anyways. No, I'm not watching Heel Mike all night. Hey-yo, ka-ka. Let him destroy his voice. He's younger anyways. He can take it. As usual, non-alcoholic. Let's have some fun. It's late night on a Saturday night, and I should probably do something, shall we? Let's fire up ESO. Let's fire up Elder Scrolls Online with the wonderful, beautiful new Reshade 5.1 and see if the system can handle that without barfing or stuttering animations. Come on, Monolith. You're running a Skylake i7 from the middle of the last decade, but I think you can handle this. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is.
It's time to play some stuff.
Indeed. How long has it been since we did this? Doing chat streams way too much. Freaking chat streams. What is my problem? Fortunately, I did manage to... Oh, yeah, post-Valentine's. Thanks for the reminder, DJ. Except I don't really pay attention to Valentine's too much because, well, hopeless. Anyways, let's fire this darn game up. See if this thing... So, Reshade 5.1. Let's see how this goes. We're also going to play in-game music, and we'll cut the volume if need be, if it just gets too loud. Let's watch the levels on here and do a live test if we need to. Oh, that's right. Yeah, spinning the volume wheel counts as hitting a button. In order to skip the splash screens. Oh, look, cues. The cue bug is still a thing. Yeah, Watch this. Da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. See that? Just hit cancel. Whatever. We're not punching up any of this. We are not punching up any of this. This is Reshade 5.1, and I have a special MultimediaJay preset that I'm using for this. This is what's been powering all those wonderful screenshots that have been going off to Instagram and, Instagram and Twitter. How loud is this? It's got a bit of a hard lock on this kind of thing. I want to have the volume up all the way so we can hear some of this pumping ESO or Elder Scrolls music here. All right, ready? See if I can handle it. I'm mostly going to be watching on screen 2 for signs of stuttering when we use, like, big moves. Welcome back to the castle. 15 minutes to the reset on the Ritz and stuff. And this looks like it's got way too much contrast. Let's go outside. It's also Easter, so we're going to light up the chapel. So here's the difference. In the image quality here. If I fire up, does that even show up? Yeah, it does show up. All right. So I'm running Reshade 5.1, and I have a setting for MultimediaJay, and I also have a setting for nothing, which has nothing turned on. So here's the original game. Just looking at it in the previews here. Yeah, here's the original game. And now if we switch back to... I mean, the original game was pretty decent. But when we punch things up with a whole bunch of filters, bam! It does kind of mess with the color palette just a little here, but I wonder if my Ryzen 5 4500U with Vega 6 will handle this. Probably with the default graphics. But one of the decisions I made is that when you do game streaming, you really have to... You got to make your decision on what exactly are you going to do. So I actually want to... Let me actually mute this and see what it sounds like. What exactly are you going to do? So I actually want to... Let me actually mute this. That's not that bad for a sound mix. But what are we running at for CPU and GPU? Because I can see it's stuttering already. I don't want this to look like a Nintendo 64 game. Details, performance... yeah, we're capping on CPU here because of OBS meeting Reshade meeting the other stuff. We're actually capping CPU into the 80s. How's the GPU doing? The GPU is almost maxed, so we actually have too much eye candy. So let's actually turn down a couple of things here and let's turn down a couple of things here and there we go. So first let's turn off the anti-aliasing and see what that does. Nope, we're still at 90%. CPU's dropping, but now we're at 90% GPU. Let's put the sound back on too, so we can listen to this music. View distance is down to 60%. Well, the thing is, I can actually use Reshade to do some SMAA. So let me see here. The GPU is still going wild right now, probably because of all the rendering and stuff going on. Depth of field, bloom, distortion, and sunlight rays. Particle systems. What's this? All right, we gotta log out for that. Shadows, sub-sampling, blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. We got the anti-aliasing off. This, if we turn this off, ambient occlusion, what does that do to our overhead? Well, now it looks more like a PlayStation game, but it did actually cut down the GPU usage to turn off the ambient occlusion. So now we're down to a decent amount of, about 70% on the GPU. So now there's some overhead left. So can I exchange like CPU for GPU if I turn on some SMAA as part of the filters? There we go, active the top. So put on some SMAA as part of the filters. Understanding, of course, that I might as well just be playing it. Yeah, there's definitely less GPU now. SMAA, turn off the ambient occlusion, so we'll see what this looks like. Basically, let me check the preview over on here as well. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, but yeah, we hit the wall on CPU. So let me see what happens if I turn ambient occlusion back on. What if we keep the anti-aliasing to DLAA? Yeah, we're back up to like 99% GPU on this. So no, can the anti-aliasing and have Reshade do that? And then ambient occlusion, screen space. Let's try HBAO. What does that do to our numbers? 96, 77, 76. This isn't that bad. I think we can get away with ambient occlusion. We just got to have the anti-aliasing. See here. Set that screen-based GIS, drop it down to HBAO, which will send it back like a year or so. Interesting. Okay, that gets us to 77% on the GPU, 74% on the processor, so hopefully there isn't as much stuttering. And we have anti-aliasing now being provided. Well, you won't see as much of it because of the bit rate and everything. Let's see here. Home. So SMAA is currently going... So we have SMAA currently going through all of this. There's no other anti-aliasing that's in here, I don't think. Color balance, gradient, saturation limiter, bonus LUT pack. Well, it's just one of the reasons why I should build another system. The thing is, we got to find out what to use for it. All right, we'll throw SMAA onto this. It's not all that great of anti-aliasing, but it's something. All right, let's go relight the chapel here. I suppose the best way we can test this out to see if this is causing any problems. Watch that YouTube preview. See that YouTube preview and how that's doing. That's not too bad. It looks like it actually has a frame rate. All right. Let's get this off. Get that off of there. I play at 720 low mode on my handheld. It looks almost like it's between Morrowind and Oblivion with stock graphics. All right. Well, the good news is the prices have been dropping. Hey, do we relight this stuff outside? All right. So first order of business. We can light up the new chapel now. All this time I've been grinding, watching other streamers. I've been getting materials, raw materials, and building materials more often here. So it's a beautiful morning here in the chapel. We unfortunately couldn't turn off that floating magnet geode there, so it had to stay on the whole time. But let's see here. I'm hoping that the anti-aliasing can be provided for through the bitrate limitations. So let's see. Light all the candles, light the place up. We'll come back in later and get a screenshot of this maxed out to make it look nice like the others. Start the fountain up, relight all of the torches and stuff, and light everything up. Because now we got pews going all the way back. There we go. Not exactly like walking around lighting candles in real life, but just use the caps lock key properly. Oops, not trying to steal the candles. There's this. Light everything back up. We darkened it on Good Friday, and now it's technically Easter somewhere, so what do we have here? Looking good on my end. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing is, It looks terrible on here because I have a lot of like anti-aliasing almost completely turned off. So I'm seeing all the jaggies again, but the bitrate will smooth. The bitrate differences will smooth out some of that, especially if people are watching on smaller screens. What I don't want is stuttering. Just this computer showing its age, or a reason for me to create a 2 PC stream setup and do everything that way, which I would just have a second set of peripherals and everything. All right, there's no other hidden lights. There's no other hidden lights on the way up front, is there? Let's see. There's nothing hiding over... Oh, yeah, downstairs. Down here, there's 2 lights hanging on the walls we can turn back on. Light that back up. Looking better already. But that's nothing compared to relight this, relight this, relight this, relight this, relight the altar, relight all these candles, relight that torch. Oops. Just put something out. All right, relight everything, and most importantly, relight these 2 Meridias that look like angels. Bam! We got everything, right? Everything's all lit back up now that it's Easter. And so now, finally, the Panther Fang Chapel actually resembles a chapel with pews instead of those awful bench things that Leowin has as part of its standard style material. Everything is... It just looks weird. It just looks weird because I'm not used to I'm not used to looking at this through the special kind of... Yeah. And we're doing anti-aliasing. Let me just see what happens. What does SMAA even do? I think we can add, like, is there a Gaussian... There is already a Gaussian blur turned on there. Fake HDR, golden ratio. Oh, FXAA. That's another thing we have. Another FXAA. Turn this off. Active the top. This doesn't look too bad, but it's FXAA, so it's anti-aliasing being provided via... Which one was better, FXAA or SMAA? I don't know. Anyways, we got FXAA going here. Anti-aliasing is being provided via reshade instead of through the game itself. But the chapel is back up and running. So we got to go out and get some more decorative wax, or get a bunch of money and buy a bunch of decorative wax in order to continue decorating with pews and stuff like this over at the cathedral, which never was darkened for Good Friday, by the way. One of my goals with the Paladin Cathedral is actually to get it... Let's head off there. Grand Sigic Villa. Get it to where I can put it on the housing hub and have players who play, like, you know, by the 9 divines. It looks beautiful. Yeah, get it to the point where... There's a couple of dark spots there, but I'm not used to watching this through these glasses and everything with the colors jumped up all the way like this. Let's see here. It looks better when I can max everything out. I really think I need to look at a 2 PC stream setup until I build another system. Got to take Delosaurus Rex with its, like, see if Delosaurus Rex can stream with or without the 1050 Ti for a little bit of hardware acceleration. I need something with NVENC on it. Might have to do regular Delosaurus for that, or change the cards around. There we are. Nice, beautiful day here. We should put some banners on the outside of this place. I just don't have any, can't really think of any that I'd want to use. Here's the cathedral. The cathedral, I never shut anything off in the cathedral. It's always been nice and peaceful for people that just want to stop by, that play clerics or paladins or something like that. What would be really cool, though, is if we could fit a door here, or into this, like, darker part of it, or maybe fit a door somewhere over here. That way we could just shut off the path leading into the back room like this. Maybe put some more of those blue Sigic globes in the water in some places where there's water going around. But, yep. I mean, even the music. This is high elf music, but it kind of sounds like it fits the ticket here. Yeah. Elder Scrolls games are always chill. Just put some Magna Geodes in the right spot. What was in these, like, things off to the side here? I think I was working on setting these up for something. Yeah, I had a fireplace over here, and this is supposed to be like a, you know, bedroom for, like, any of the priest or anybody who stays over here. Cleric or whatever. Then on the other side was going to have, like, what, services? One of the problems with ESO, though, is the number of house guests. It's limited. House guests count as special collectibles. So we'd have to empty out the pews in order to get, like, service NPCs in here or something like that. There's even a notable home like this. Special collectibles. Oh, we're at 5 out of 10, so we can place a few more. Oh, okay. Some more house guests in here. The ones that would make sense anyways. But it'd be cool. Set this that everyone has, like, limited visitor access. They can't turn the lights off. And then just have them come in and, you know, see who's chilling here. Yeah. I down the chat window there. Okay, that's down in the corner. Good. It's not that the frame rate's not dropping. It's just that having some... Whoa. What was that lettering? That lettering looks awful. Let me see that with the anti-aliasing. Oh, the anti-aliasing was nerfing the lettering. How about SMAA? SMAA kind of nerfs it too. So you know what? We'll just play this with no anti-aliasing and use the bitrate as our anti-aliasing. So the compression will take care of this. What's this? Adaptive fog? Advanced CRT adds scan lines to Elder Scrolls Online. What's this after? Oh, before and after. Ambient light. What's this? That's just ASCII? Welcome to the Matrix. Border. Yeah. Put some film grain on it while we're at it. Make it look like it's in widescreen. Oh, man. Cinematic depth of field. Yeah, so it can fog everything up that's not right there. What's this Panda FX do? Yeah, it's some, like, fog or something. What is this? It looks like a dream sequence. Probably something we can modify or something. Nostalgia is what? Oh. Welcome to the 90s. There's a bloom filter in here. We don't need any more light bloom, though. Curve levels, shadows, midtones, highlights, etc. Selective color, depth slicer, real long exposure. So the anti-alias things in here don't really do the job because they're nerfing the text and everything. So we'll just play without anti-aliasing. A couple of jaggies on my end isn't going to be the end of the world. DJ, I love the music in this franchise. Makes for good D&D campaign music. Oh, this is high elf stuff. It's coincidence. The reason why I'm making this into a cathedral is because the architectural style of the building. It just, it's got the whole cruciform architecture and everything with the big T shape and everything. You look at this, you think this could be something in Europe somewhere. Let's see here. Then you get that goblet from archaeology or antiquities or whatnot. 9 commands of the 8 divines, something like that. Just, why not? Especially if you play a cleric or something like that. Then these high elf candles, even though they're generic high elf candles, really match up the theme very well. So in order to progress here, I think the big thing we need is more pews. Where are we at on the furnishing limits? Traditional, oh, we got like 600 more to go. So have plenty of, so we can come up here and do something with these lofts. So maybe put some more pews up, maybe put some more rows of pews up here, put down some more carpeting, something like that. Work out that other area as well. But pews, pews are going to require a lot of materials. I think most of what I need is decorative wax and the thing from the, let's do that. Let's go back to Panther Fang. I think most of what I need for that is the stuff from the daily quests and decorative wax. I basically went out and spent 15,000 gold on a huge stack of decorative wax to finish the pews in Panther Fang. So I'm not so sure about that. Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm a little later than I thought I was going to be because of the laundry took longer than I thought. I might have to go get the lint out of the back of the dryer again. Take off the whole back of the dryer and go in with the vacuum cleaner. Get all the lint that the lint filter doesn't stop. That slows the dryer down from time to time. Let's see. Crown sale going on for buying stuff from the Crown Store. Actually, let's go in the normal way through the chapel instead of through that passage I built down there. Nice and relaxing. I'm so tempted to play Morrowind, too, one of these days. Yep, there we go. By the 8 divines. We're just missing some light fixtures for on top. So, whenever you could squeeze some lanterns into that ceiling up there, just put some lanterns in, or some Khajiit lanterns, or some common lanterns. Something like that. I think last time I did, it's kind of like a Westminster Abbey vibe going here, so a bit more imperial with the style. I'm just curious what kind of big castle we're going to get in High Isle, which goes to the PTR technically tomorrow. All right, let's go head back to the castle proper here. All those blue lion banners. Oh yeah, we got the thing for like transmuting equipment over there because it makes noise. But I can tell you, when you have this maxed out and everything, looking at the stone in the castle, it's just... if it wasn't a castle, it might fool my dad or something. I remember taking some pictures of some cars in The Crew 2, and he was like, what is that? Chick magnet? He's like, oh wait, that's a video game, isn't it? All right. Service NPCs still doing their thing. Took the benches out of the cathedral and put them here for visitors. It shouldn't be for anything permanent. I mean, look at it. Like, no support whatsoever. You practically want to lie down and take a nap on these things. Gotta do something with them anyways. Gilladil the rag picker.
You've got rubbish. I've got needful goods.
Do I have anything?
A swap.
The new deconstruction assistant, but I don't have anything to deconstruct. Yet another reason to not have to stop when you're questing out in the world and go do things. All right, where were we at? In order to make a bunch more pews, what's the one material that we're always out of? Oh, we got some materials to refine. That's right, I've been going out and about in the world, so let's take care of this. We also have, see, the anniversary event is still going on. So now that it looks like the writs have reset, we could basically go off to Leowin and showcase one of the dumbest things about ESO's anniversary events, and that is that they tend to make you want to grind more. Let's see here. Blueprints! That's a quest I have, but let's turn off quest mode only here. So that is what? Gallery? Or it's in Hearth? We're looking for Alinor Pew. Library, parlor, I think. Is it technically... No, it's technically dining. Okay, so... It's decorative wax that we're short. We'd have to go get some more heartwood anyways. Kulanda lacquer, we have 62 of those, so 62 more pews. And then turpin, which is an upgrade material. But now we're running short on the rare materials that we need in order to make these things, so we can only make 2 more of them. It's going to take a lot more heartwood and decorative wax to even make any progress on the cathedral. So we best get out into the world, or doing our thing out there. Instead of teleporting out to Leowin, why don't we just take this scenic route here? Have this guy start everything off for dailies and swap through the characters. Of course, actually, I do have a lot of... Actually, no. I have some treasure maps in the bank that we can get taken care of. We don't want to be grinding writs all the time. I'll save the grinding writs for, when I'm watching someone else.
Speak with me a moment.
Head out into the world and enjoy the scenery. We got an alchemist survey in Blackwood. We have this. We have a wood elf rack. Blah, blah, blah. Aurora Firepot Spider. I've already gotten that, and I've got a bazillion pieces of everything else. The system pretty much barfs those at you when you're doing your dailies with the anniversary event that's going on right now. Telvanni staves, already known. 2 crown lessons for faster horse riding. We'll give that to somebody that actually needs them. Cyrodiil, I don't want to do any PvP tonight. Don't want to be sneaking off to Cyrodiil to get those done. Imperial Charity, a bunch of writs from the Christmas event that still aren't done. Mostly for crafting, because they suck all your materials. Let's see. Orcus Shelter, Skingrad. A little bit of indigestion from my little hack job nachos earlier. I bought a 5-pound bag of shredded taco cheese. And I was thinking, like, dip for nachos is usually way overpriced. So I was like, why don't I just buy some taco cheese and just do that? It's not as spicy. I'd have to put some chili powder in there or something to make it actually taste like something taco-ish. For trying to make my own nachos without paying for overpriced nacho dip. I got like 4 stacks of soul gems here. There's this. Some of that solitude soup is still there. That's old. From when I first got that recipe. I can make sugar skulls for everything. Look at all these writs though. Like half my bank Half the darn bank is companion stuff and writs. Of course, I can't throw out the companion stuff because High Isle is supposed to give you 2 more companions. So we might as well just keep some gear around and throw it out when the expansion comes out in June. All right, well, we'll go clear that out before we go off to Leowen. And we'll just enjoy the scenery along the way. It's probably going to start raining the minute I start doing anything because I'm streaming. That's the way it always works, isn't it? Let's head out. This yellow and blue this guy has, finally kind of Warcraft Paladin look instead of the Alabaster look that he's been rocking for most of the screenshots. That might be a little less generic Breton, though, over in High Isle than it is here. Do gold and blue. Can't stand all the jaggies, though. The good news is graphics card prices are dropping, so should be good for... Well, we just got to figure out the money side of it, really. Crowdfund a new PC. The thing is, if I'm not streaming, I can max this sucker. And I have an Elgato box, so what I really should look into, take a system, take one of the other systems, or even Nerdovo for that matter. See if we can get it streaming. Maybe Delosaurus if we really want. Why am I not landing any blows? Maybe the Delosaurus or something like that. Set that up as a streaming PC. This setup here has room for 2 PCs, and it's set up so that you can stream with one and run a console or something. And I can tell you, Monolith maxing this game out makes for a really awesome console-looking thing here. I'm just listening to this music because I usually have it turned off. The Leowen music gets a little redundant. Do 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 do. Oh, that's right. We actually have some maps from over here. Hey, you know what? Why don't we just get them all over with at once by getting the crafting dailies over with? Just get it done that way. Do 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 do. When's it gonna start playing? Maybe when I load into Leowen. It makes me wonder how generic medieval the High Isle music's gonna be. PTS, Public Test Realm, goes live tomorrow. We'll be checking out the thing for beta testing and stuff. I just gotta know, is it a closed beta or is it an open beta? It comes out in June and it's April now, so maybe it's an open beta. I hope it's an open beta and there's plenty of ways to test because, tell you, ESO's been hitting some serious walls lately with infrastructure, with the parts shortages and everything. When the account-wide achievements launched, the infrastructure just barfed big time. I mean, sir, we're talking like stuff like this. Never-ending load screens, Dungeon Finder wasn't working. Hey, speaking of which, I haven't done Dungeon Finder since the new patch dropped because of all the infrastructure crap. Are there any, have they finally fixed their Dungeon Finder? Oh boy, here we go. Everything was nice and smooth last night, and now it's taking forever to... Finally! I was hoping we weren't having a repeat of the things that were the reason why I was playing Guild Wars 2 all this time. Look at the cake from 2019. Not Sugar Skulls. Although he does need to eat. Nice big High Isle cake. Looks pretty good, too. 3 event tickets. Oh, yeah. I gotta go off to the Impresario and buy something. I'm probably gonna get all the style pages automatically just by doing the dailies, so let's see if that happens first. Alright. Woodworking! Yay. Do, 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 do. I could always take this over to Twitch as well. With their... Yeah, I mean, with what I've been hearing lately about how Twitch is basically cemented as a gaming brand. Gotta take another look at the Devin Nash situation, though. Where he basically walked away from Twitch cold turkey as a partner, started streaming on YouTube. So it's... He's not going to be a streamer on YouTube. He's going to do a mix of everything because he's a part-time content creator that mostly does videos, and occasionally he does Patreon stuff for his Patreon supporters. Patreon is technically Vimeo, though. I think they have a sweetheart deal with Vimeo for the video hosting. There's a bit of a surprise lately with people that were getting sacked with bandwidth bills because that's Vimeo. Like web hosting. How are the previews? I should do like low latency or something. Well, if my 60 FPS stream looks like it's 30 FPS, it's partially because this is only doing 45 right now. Classic limitations here. I think with the stuff that we talked about in part of the chat stream earlier, we got to take a serious look at some new old stock. Either AMD Ryzen 5700X, which is only about 20% faster than this processor is, so I don't know. AMD Ryzen 4700X, or maybe an 11th gen core system, 10th or 11th gen, so we don't have the rectangular warping 12th gen things here. I really think I should leapfrog Intel on this one. Let's see. See if Nerdovo can stream. Be nice to just plop a laptop down here instead of having to lug a desktop over. All right, almost back to 60 FPS. Leowen is a very busy town because it's an incredible layout for getting your crafting dailies done. I think it rivals Somerset, and people that want like the medieval look, well, look at it. The only thing that gets more medieval than Imperial Leowen is where the Breton stuff happens with the next expansion. Dan says, I have a 3700X and it's not too bad. Well, here's the thing. What am I rolling with this 45 frames per second crap? What am I rolling with for task manager numbers here? Let me get my performance. You know what? Let me see. Set default tab to performance instead of processes. So right now, I'm at about 65% to 80% CPU, but I'm not running low on CPU overhead. GPU is at 63%. Could I possibly turn on DLAA without... This would be a great place to test it. Let's watch the previews and see if we get any stuttering. Put it on GPU. Let's see here. If this stutters, then I can't turn anything up. Watch the YouTube preview. It's got a little bit of a delay on it. There it goes. Okay, that still looks normal. Turn on NVIDIA DLAA, which will increase the graphics card things. All right, now let's see what this looks like in the YouTube preview with the exact same skill. This pulse is one of the skills that will stutter if we're having problems. That doesn't look too bad. If we start getting dropped frames and stuff, let me know. Good, I got that back on. It's 74% on the GPU right now. What's the CPU at? It's into the 80s, so we're running low on CPU overhead. So I can't be doing anything that'll suck more CPU out of all of this. But this doesn't look too bad. It gives me my anti-aliasing back. All right. Let's see what we have. Outlaw legs. Sounds like something in Vegas. Alchemist surveys. Wood elf rack, we can sell that. Telvanni staves, we can sell that. Breton urn, we can sell that. All these recipes from my other characters, I should just have them learn them. So, if this guy is supposed to be the master crafter. Alright, I know all the cooking stuff. Can sell all the extras, and we got surveys for the rest of it. Well, let's go over here and let's get repaired and do the other stuff.
For a place called Blackwood, you'd be surprised how few reputable carpenters you'll find.
Crypto miners are falling off. Oh, is it going to dedicated hardware or something? 5700X, 5700G. See here. Store carpenter. All right, let's see. First, have the carpenter repair my plate armor. Yeah, that makes all of the sense in the world, Zoss. Because video games. That's not as bad as when I go to, like, a grocery store owner and have him repair my armor. All right. Wood elf rack, single. Oh, you mean like evilly sharper? Different rack. Telvanni staves. Breton urn glazed. Captain Shameless over here. Alchemist survey, liquor. I'll take the liquor alchemist survey. That's Alec here. Shut up, Trebek. See here. Jewelry crafting survey, blah, 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 blah. Oh, so many writs we're carrying around. We got to burn through these writs and free up bank space. Ugh. Well, we've got plenty of surveys just from this guy's daily quests. Never mind 17 other characters. Bastion.
How can I help?
Bastion's styled up like a fighter. He's supposed to be like a neutral fighter type guy as opposed to a paladin or a shadow knight or whatever. Yeah, lawful neutral or whatever. Call him a hell knight or whatever, depending what D&D version you're familiar with. Right, so we have all this. Oh yeah! Where's the decon vendor? And I don't mean rat poison.
Got plenty of goods fresh off the junk pile.
At least they got rid of the alchemy sound that used to happen whenever you deconned anything with her. Let's see. Let's do one more test of that. Let's get Bastion back out here. Yeah, by the way, look at all these slots they're taken up by service NPCs. I have all the service NPCs.
Where to now?
One companion, potions, food, and the seasonal buff. That's why I'm glad that the quick wheel is being redone. Now with all this going on, let me go to a spot where I get lower frames, like over here, or maybe everything's done loading. 60 FPS. It's actually the limits being introduced by the encoder. So I'm guessing that doesn't look too bad actually in the preview. There's no background processes running that I could stop, right? Besides the antivirus, of course. We could close Discord. Who really cares if anyone like pings me in Discord or anything? Let's see. So if I want to get this back to the way I would play it, I would jump up the HBAL to screen space GI, but I think that's what puts it over the top. Yeah, we're at 90% on the GPU, about 70% on the CPU. Let's do one more test in this crowded area. No. I'm seeing stuttering. I'm seeing stuttering in the OBS window. Never mind going out to the internet. So ambient occlusion, back it off. We can't do screen. We don't have the resources for that. So let's back it down to HBAO, the old limit from before everything got upgraded. Sorry, we do DLAA and stuff like that. Yeah, you see the stutters there too as it adjusts everything. So what do we have here? 87% on the GPU. Let the CPU level out of it. About 75% on the CPU. Could put it into performance mode. What is the current overhead that's being... So OBS represents about 15% CPU right now. So that's what's putting us over the top. I think Vindalia had the same problem too, where she couldn't do one PC streaming because she had too many things running at the same time. I can go over here. Oh, now we're capping CPU.
Friend receive a blessing.
The only background processes on streaming is my VPN. Oh, this thing is lagging. What's eating the CPU right now? Firefox. This has got 4%. Firefox running live control room is 5% processor. Interesting. Everything else is a fraction, so it's just a matter of this is what aged this computer into what it is here. So, 2 PC setup would fix this, because this thing can still run games really well at 1080 maxed out, just not stream them. And it took 5 years to get to this point. We could turn on high performance mode for the processor, but I think the better option would be to turn the turbos back on. Do I have access to core temp? Oops! We just killed the game! By clicking the wrong thing at the wrong time. Woohoo! Why don't I go check on the laundry?
It's time to play some stuff.
That should have woke you back up. All right, let's get going on this again. Clicking too many things and crashing stuff is just not my style. What do we have here? FX 8350 streams fine with 32 gigs of DDR3. It's not RAM that's the problem. It's the processor and the GPU. So, this is Elder Scrolls Online running at near max. And then on top of that, we have Reshade 5.1 running about 5 or 6 different effects to punch up the graphics. So we have all that, and then we have this crap going on. Uh-oh. Enough with the one-person queues if they don't mean anything half the time. I'm not going to sit here looking at a queue message. So, here's the thing. This is not the game that it was. So, what did we come up with? We can have NVIDIA DLAA, but we can't have ambient occlusion going up too high. Disabling of this setting. Why don't we just turn it completely off and get some CPU overhead back? And then we'll just have weird-looking shadows. Let's go with that direction. That's not too bad, and it might be a little more bright and more cartoony, so Fortnite players might like it. If we're doing that, we should definitely adjust our settings. We're not still running anti-aliasing, right? Vibrance, DPX, eye adaptation, Luma sharpen, and filmic tone map. Nope, we're good. Just some sharpens and some stuff. So, this game came out in 2014, but it's been upgraded numerous times. It's like World of Warcraft. You can't say that just because WoW came out in 2004 that the game is lightweight. It's been upgraded multiple times. This thing supports NVIDIA DLSS, DLAA. It has been upgraded vastly from when, in the beginning, when its graphics were worse than Skyrim. And it looks amazing when you max it out. Maxing it out, though, gets my machine up to about 60% on resources. Then you throw in up to like 85% or so. You throw in 85% or so because of OBS adding another 15% to that. You start running low on CPU overhead and running the risk of stutter, which is one of the reasons why I'm watching very closely. Although that preview's in 30 frames per second, so what's it at? 360p? If I put it in 720/60, does it smooth out? Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll leave it a 30 FPS preview so it doesn't slam the graphics as much. Welcome to the swamp. And again, I think the extra CPU overhead is worth it because let's switch off to nothing. Look at the game as is once again. This is the game Bone Stock. Come on, Reshade. This is the game Bone Stock. Oh, here's the theme that they play too much. This is the game Bone Stock, and then here's what I'm punching it up to, where all those wonderful screenshots are coming from. And we can add other effects too, like film grain. The thing is, you eventually come back to the quality of the assets as the limiting factor, like some of these lower quality models and stuff like that for some of these flowers.
I like to think fate puts us in dark places because it's our job to be a light.
Stuff along those lines. All right, so we did have a thing to go get, didn't we? Before we crashed the game by clicking the wrong thing.
Oh, hello. Can you come over here and help me?
Amalia Vassatol? Oh, it's a delve quest. Well, according to this, I haven't finished completing that. No, I've definitely completed all the delves. Just never completed the delve quest. Let's see here.
You look like a hardy soul, unconcerned with the prospect of death by trick, trap, or misadventure. How do you feel about helping a defenseless scholar from Gideon unearth a little history from Undertow Cavern? Oh, and can you swim?
So, before we listen to another speech from the professor over here, Reshade is a third-party shader program that injects essentially more shades into your graphics. So if anything, it should be using more, it should be contributing to CPU overhead, not necessarily GPU overhead, because it's processing everything before it goes out to your display. So might even be adding latency and slowing me down in faster games. So maybe I don't want to use these in like battle royales or something. But it's just punching up the graphics. ESO's graphics are pretty decent, but this just makes them even better. And in the case of older games, it has, of course, FXAA, SMAA as built-in filters. So there's a lot of cool things you can do, including something that's more for What's this cartoon one do? Yeah, there we go. This is like the 2D filter that you're seeing on a lot of smartphones these days. Like, make someone look like they're anime or something like that. There's a lot of interesting other things that we can add in here, too. Here's film grain, though you probably can't see it because the compression makes the film grain invisible. Emphasize. Like, there's emphasize that turns off the color for everything except what you're looking at. Lift, gamma, gain. What does that do? Luma, sharpen. That's a sharpener. What's another one? Marty McFly, depth of field. There we go. Oh, of course, you played it. You can put it in monochrome, black and white movie. There's some other things, too, we can add in. Technicolor, chromatic aberration, depth slicer. Well, that just blacked it out because it's loading it. Or maybe it didn't. All right. Here's the... This is a better film grain as part of the production tool thing, but you probably can't see it because of the progression, or because of the compression going out to the ingest. Posterize, pixelate. What's this? Not doing anything? Gotcha, thanks for the info. Color balance. Color gradient. Color isolation. Yeah, reshade. I actually have it running in Guild Wars 2 as well. I can also save... I'm also saving the files or the presets to use elsewhere. See, active the top. Good, there is no other adaptive fog. There we go. Scan lines! That's enough playing with this thing. Tell me what you need.
Have you heard of Phaelivon the Magnificent? He was a famous Nibonese Minotaur hunter, but his final resting place was lost to time. After years of searching, I think I finally found the site of Phaelivon's mausoleum. I hope to recover proof that this is Phaelivon's tomb. His armor, helm, and sword would do nicely. But I didn't get far before I found the cavern overrun with goblins and minotaurs, and parts of it are flooded. I'll pay you well to help me. No one in Leyawiin realizes that Undertow Cavern is the final resting place of a great hero. Let me secure my belongings and I'll meet you inside. Time to grab the bull by the horns and wade right in.
Yeah, well, I've already completed this, so I know there's a Minotaur boss.
I found accounts of Phaelivon's burial in a shining mausoleum on a hill outside Leyawiin. He was laid to rest with his arms and armor, relics of his many victories. This is the place, but goblins infest the caverns, and minotaurs too. You would be, I suppose. Well, Phaelivon the Magnificent had a golden helm. He wore armor of impervious mail.
Ooh, treasure!
And he wielded a sword of exceptional sharpness.
How sharp was that sword?
Phaelivon's sword was so sharp, it was said to be able to cut the air itself. No, that isn't right. I suppose any sword will cut air. Ah, that's it. This one could cut through armor like air. That's what I was told.
Some of these mage guild types, I swear. What's this? Celianaz? Yeah, uh-huh. Wood elf tiefling. Anyways. All these elves in their fashion. Of course, I play human characters that are pretty fashionable. Let's just go in here. Let's get the quest done. We've already cleared the boss, so all we're doing is just completing the Delve quest. Let's see here.
Just the sort of place goblins love. Darksome, dank, and foul.
Way too dank. Let's see here. The shadows make it harder to see things except those red halos. Too bad this isn't like Elden Ring. I'd love to have a little more difficulty in this game so there could actually be a sense of danger.
That's got it!
I think another thing, too, that happened was the companions give you a little extra power boost. It's basically like having a pet. So if you're a warden, it's like having two pets. 10, 5, 20. He does have the crossbow attack. When's he going to use that? Maybe I should actually... He's not... His priorities are wrong for his skills. Hold on a second. He should be firing off his crossbow while he's wandering in to the attacks, and he should be healing before he casts his shield spell. So let's do that. There we go. I want to see him actually bust out a crossbow. He should be firing something as he's running into a fight. Let's see here. If I make this look too good, people might think it's Elden Ring. There's the armor. Otherwise broken and useless armor.
His armor shone by the light of moons or sun. It's just too bad Minotaurs are enraged by shiny objects.
So here's some more of this background noise. What do we have for the audio mix? Let's see. Sound effects, footsteps, dialogue, cinematics. Ambience is up all the way. Dialogue's up all the way. Cinematics are up all the way. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Da-ding, da-ding, you died. Griggle Smortis. Where do these people come up with these names? Alright.
Fight? Good.
That's more like it. The next piece of gear we're looking for is over here. Is this his sword? The sword that can cut through air?
I can just picture this sword cleaving savage minotaurs. A pity it's dull beyond use now.
What's the itchy ear all of a sudden? Did I get a bug crawling into my ear or something like that? How is that possible with headphones? Ugh, weird. It's not even dry in here. Winter's over. Let's see here. Dan's game. Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody should randomly eat cake in the middle of the dungeon. Get that experience bonus. Necromancer. Alright, he's doing the quest too. Darth Jarek.
Imagine how many times this helm saved the heroic Phalavon's head! Except that last time, obviously. The armor, helm, and sword are all badly damaged. Skeptics might say these could have belonged to anybody. We need to find Phalavon's Horn of Magnificence to settle the question for good. But where is the horn? Why isn't it here?
Is this the quest where we have to go kill the raid boss or the delve boss? I have this nasty feeling that it is.
Phalavon's Horn of Magnificence was his greatest treasure. My grandmother told me he made it from the horn of a Minotaur lord. It had a brass cap inscribed with an intricate design. When Phalavon blew it, echoes rang from the hills for 7 days. I am. Mostly. But yes, I have a personal stake in this. Phalavon is a distant ancestor. I grew up on stories of his battles, his magic horn. Oh, could this be about the horn? Grandmother told me the horn's note drove Minotaurs mad with fear and rage. But sometimes the horn called Minotaurs to battle even when no one sounded it. Maybe the Minotaurs are here because of the Horn of Magnificence. Oh, I wondered about that too. House Vero mostly died out long ago, but they were certainly real enough. We can trace a relationship to Phalavon's line on my mother's side. There is truth to my grandmother's tales. I'm certain of it. No one outside my family remembers Phalavon. Almost all of the histories that recorded his deeds have been lost. Even his mausoleum vanished. But now I'm close to the proof that Phalavon really existed and was a great hero.
Oh, what do you know? The big circle on the map is right where the boss is. Ah, these delve quests. Holding your hand and sending you through the dungeon. Why am I not surprised? Let's see here. Gnats find a way somehow. A little early for gnat season here. I think I'm just not used to wearing headphones for this long. Been doing videos for too long.
Haste our speed!
Should switch off to Miria Lendis. Give her some... She actually likes taking out goblins. She'd have a ball with this. Seeing the crossbow out here. Seeing the crossbow out here for this.
Seal of righteousness.
Did you hear that? Phalavon's horn!
Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't normally sound, that noise doesn't normally happen when we come in here for like the daily delve or something. So see those rattly those skulls up there? If this was Oblivion, you could rattle those and it would basically be like setting off a trap. It's one thing that I'm really missing in Elder Scrolls Dungeons in this game, is that there's no traps.
I'm not afraid of you. That's the last of them.
I'm sure I heard the horn in this chamber. But who sounded it?
The Minotaur, who else? The boss of this thing is a Minotaur. Speaking of which...
The day will be ours! Is there something I can do?
Alright, where's this horn at?
Phalavon's horn! Just as the stories described it. Did this goblin sound the note we heard?
Well, the fun part is they have a nice convenient exit out over here. We'll just use that to get outside, and hopefully that ends the quest.
It looks like we can get out through here, if you don't mind getting a little wet.
Alright, let's fix this the normal way here. Well, not so normal way. Hopefully that takes care of the itch. We can turn stuff, well, let's see. Don't hit the wrong button in the wrong thing here.
Finally, proof of Phalavon's legend. I'll be the talk of Gideon once I bring these trophies home. And yet, I wonder, did the goblins here cause their own troubles by meddling with Phalavon's horn? Or is it dangerous to just keep around? I want to take them back to Gideon and prove, once and for all, that my family's story is true. Fame, fortune, festivities await! But if these relics, especially the Horn of Magnificence, are dangerous, perhaps I shouldn't bring them home.
Nah. Just don't blow the horn. And plus, Gideon has some guards, so even if the Minotaurs did attack the town, wouldn't be that big of an issue.
You're right. Phalavon's magnificence deserves to be remembered far and wide. I'll take these historical relics to Gideon and prove the truth of my family's old legends. Thank you for your encouragement. We may be bruised, battered,
Minotaur's
and
meat
wet,
carver.
but these relics tell a magnificent story. Without your help, I'd never have learned about the fate of Phalavon and the Horn. Thank you. Oh, I shouldn't forget your pay. Visit me in Gideon sometime. I hope to see you again sometime. Although I must confess, now that I've finally found evidence supporting the legend of Phalavon, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do next. Don't worry about me. I shall set out at once, and I shall neither fear, fret, nor flinch from any dangers on my road. After all, I share the bloodline of a great hero. A few generations removed, anyway.
Enough of that. All right, what's this thing on the map here? We got books. Oh, yeah, the bookshelf thing. The bookshelf add-on lets you know where all the lore books are that you have to go get. Let's go get that one. That's been on there. I've been looking at it while I've been doing the ESO Deadlands main story. So why not? What's this? Hey, how about we go fool around in the Deadlands?
Huzzah!
Or not. I guess the portal was just for that guy. Let's see here. Hey, you know what? Why don't we jump in as a healer?
Challenge what you know. If you're courageous enough, all things are
Now here's a
possible.
sight. What do you make of this?
I see somebody playing around with magic that's about to summon something, and they're going to be sorry they did when they succeed. Yalazu the Magnificent.
Peddlers will tell you about the strength of their craft, but words are nothing to an intelligent person such as yourself, which is why I show you proof of my abilities. For a fee, I could lend my magical might towards whichever end you seek.
You look like a shadow priest, but let's see.
A coin and I would be delighted to comply. What captivates your soul? To witness life through another's brows? The soar in freedom between the clouds? To see to those wrapped in shrouds?
What's this gonna be?
The gift of a temporary visage I give to you, to experience the world with another's stoop. Sad to say, but my work is complete. Ask me for another when next we meet.
That guy is about as bad as Maik the Liar. What's this? The guy is a... This is considered a buff. What is this? Yay, turn into a skeleton. Just what I wanted, huh? Yeah, well, bam. Enough of that. Dispel. Well, next time I see him, I'm guessing, what, is soar between the clouds turn you into a, something else? Turn you into a bird or something? What's this? Oh, here we go. Now, why isn't a cute dog like this in the Crown Store? Now, let's see here. White Stallion Inn. I remember the White Stallion Inn from Oblivion. Is there a quest here?
You'll find Argonians, Khajiit, and Imperials wandering around these parts. And if you need one, a better provision's here.
Make an innkeeper repair armor. Give me that. Is any of these things is this actually? Get rid of that stupid stuff. The super awesome potions you find when you have this guy as your companion. Oh, look, more dogs. Too bad you can't pet the dogs or anything. Cat. How about upstairs? Oh, of course, more dogs upstairs, too. Two arms! Yeah, we're outrunning the wolves. Let's see here. Up here there should be... Alright, where's the book hiding? Nice. So these things we have to pick up. Where are they at? And where's the nearest way shrine? Take that out to the closest one. I'll have to go to the other side of the province. That doesn't look too bad for a 30 FPS preview. Just reminds me of why I shouldn't stream in 30 FPS. Take it out of here, and let's go get that thing off to the side. Yeah, World of Warcraft put that in where you could actually pet the dogs. And what was it, Ghost of Tsushima or something like that? That had cats that you could pet or something? Or pettable dogs. And it looked really cute. There's cute little things that make a world seem more alive. There's another book up there. I don't know why I need all these lore books. Just Mage's Guild is already maxed out on this guy. Varieties of Faith, the Argonians. Interesting. Yeah, perfect way to get stuck in a bunch of trees. This is just getting ridiculous. Maybe I should get some open-air headphones. Could technically do that just by lifting one of these up. Put some alcohol in these too if really wanted to. Oh yeah, it's an alchemy thing, so it's not going to be just a bunch of flowers to pick.
This is a great area for harvesting.
Should turn off the grass so I can see it all. There's got to be more than 4 of those flowers, though. I'm missing something. Yep, there we go. I think that was it. Hey, where's this next one at? It's alchemy. It's alchemy, though. I almost never make potions. I spend all this time trying to use up these Crown Tri Resto potions that you keep constantly getting as log-on rewards. That's not where I am, that's the mouse pointer. Whoops. Yeah.
Take us.
Ah, invisible wall. Let's see here. Probably should get back to the road then if we're hitting invisible walls. Ah, come on.
Right behind you, partner.
Of course, in the regular Elder Scrolls games, there is a bit of an issue with the overworlds being a little too easy once you get to a certain level. just something that Elder Scrolls has really struggled with.
That should come in handy.
I should run this filter through Skyrim Special Edition. I bet I won't have to download any graphic mods for that if I can run this in Skyrim. Totally got to try that. Alright, why don't we jump into the Dungeon Finder and see if that works. Daily Random Normal. And we'll go grab some of these other things while we're at it. I mean, we can sell and decon and all kinds of other stuff to free up bag space now. We don't have to worry about this other stuff. Alright, running out of bag space, I should say. What is it? West? Sunset's approaching. So was there another one of these here? No, we're looking for a way shrine to get out of here. You could always go to Gideon to get out of here. Go to someplace else where we have some stuff to go get. I just wonder if there's some kind of problem with the Dungeon Finder where people think it doesn't work, so they don't use it. The way to find that out, though, is to go to Craglorn and see if people are recruiting for groups in Belkarth and some other cities. Alright. About had enough of this swamp crap. Trixian. Alright, where else do we have? Woodworker surveys will be easier to see. Membrane, we have stuff to sell. 113 out of 150 on bag space. There is one in Craglorn, so let's go get that one. And see if anybody's recruiting groups in Craglorn. It's right up here. See if we can hear anything when we come over here.
Hit the trail.
Nice. Stash a thing out in the world next to a world boss. Cool. The dungeon popped. See if we can grab this.
What do you think you'll make with that?
Looks like DPS fell asleep. Good. For once, that works in my favor. Never heard the music out here too much. Ah! Layer of Marsalok! Watch the tank instantly drop group because it's a DLC. What have I signed myself up for? Alright. Bastion Hallex is... We don't have a tank. The tank is gone already, right?
How said to you and Celine?
Yeah, the tank instantly dropped group.
This is unfortunate.
Oh no, wait, there's the tank. Pike Stam Warden.
She is
25k. This might not go well.
Celine might have been less difficult if you hadn't chosen to make her the subject of your research.
It's
What's
a moot
that?
point. We just need to convince her that the dragon is a greater enemy than Corindon.
Right, who's who here? Pike Stam. Oh, it puts little arrows over all the party members. What add-on is doing this, or is this the new UI these days? Look at this, 25k on a tank. If he wipes, I'm going to change off the tank spec. Because I actually have that. Layer of Marsalok. Fortunately, it's normal difficulty. Tank's not even doing anything. Hopefully it's one of those 100K things where they just nuke everything. Probably watching a few Lucky Ghost videos. This tank has no idea what's where in here. You should do like Final Fantasy. Put up like a picture of a bean sprout or something for people that aren't experienced with this stuff. Alright, why is everyone just standing here? Alright, who's this? A wee teat? What? This another one of those streamers. Hey, have a good... Hey, good night, DJ.
Well, is this homie?
High elf living in a cave. I can see why you required so much compensation.
I am not some crystal tower sorcerer. I go where my research requires. This is the ideal environment to study sleep. That and your contribution are the only things that... Well, nobody's taking any damage. Must be a bunch of people with Lucky Ghost builds. Good. Why are they so slow, though? Surprised they're not zerging the whole thing. Still 5-digit DPS. This is dull, though. That'll be more interesting than this. What are these two grabbing all the... What are these folks grabbing all the random items from, like, the furniture drawers or something? Good, still have the Resto staff equipped as weapon number 2. Alright, where's the boss of this place again?
I see you brought more torturers to dissect me, Warlock. Sense bargain. We're not torturers. I've come to restore the balance here. Am I to understand you're a follower of Zen? Return my freedom, and I will right the wrongs done here. Unbind her, Corindon.
Unwise. I shall loosen my hold only.
Now for payment in kind. It's my turn to study your insides, Warlock.
I warned you of her duplicity.
Celine, no! Don't let her kill Corindon! We need them both!
Right, how does... where does the fight start? Oh, it's a huge bear. That's right. Oops. Is anybody gonna taunt? Or are we just gonna nuke the boss? We might actually need the... healing staff. Well, tank's already dead, if you want to call it one. Yeah, don't try to res someone when it says to dodge the attack. Here we go. Another one dead. These are just a bunch of people running DPS builds from like build sites and stuff, so they probably got the boss either way. Especially this Awit. Nope. They found a way to wipe. at like 2% health. What, is half the group gonna leave now? All right, we'll do the resto staff. We'll play World of Warcraft style and just stand in the back. It's like, yeah, nobody wants to tank, and this is what you get. This is crap. Zing! Well, in that case, it's because I didn't dodge when it said to dodge. So, the giant spider bite attack. It's just nobody wants to tank. That's the problem. See, look at his timidity. Nobody wants to do anything. Let's do it this way, then. You can always go tank mode. Will those splash green numbers everywhere? All right, giant spider. Actually dodge when it says to dodge. Oh, that's the ranger that's attacking. Didn't have any stamina. Caught me without stamina. And then I caught another person without stamina. I mean, when a thing does 30,000 damage, you want some mitigation. Bam. So this is ESO's. This is the problem with ESO's difficulty in a nutshell, because you have nobody wants to actually play the game right because there's no sense of danger in 95% of the world. So now people actually have to think about what they're doing, and it just doesn't work. So you know what? Get Grasharog out here.
Ha! I know that.
Switch to tank mode. We'll do it this way, since nobody wants to do anything. Alright, get rid of him. Get rid of him and take a food buff. So now we actually have somebody. Alright. Nobody wants to tank, we'll do it this way. Somebody else can heal then. All right, the bear is down. Give me the spider. See that? I actually have some mitigation, so I can take that hit now and just heal back up afterwards. Not doing any damage, but hey. Block it. I don't know why I even bother healing. Just go in as a tank and do a 3 DPS group like this. There we go. Yeah. All right. So switch off to gold and blue.
Please take your hands off each other's throats long enough to see there is a blood dragon.
All right. Well, there goes my DPS for the rest of the round, but you know what?
Look,
Still have this.
Another rare
is there
specimen.
nothing you won't objectify?
Taking you apart has taught me how to put you back together. You'll be grateful for that, as the dragon's blight rots you from within.
Let's take the big guys then for the rest of the run. And this is why this game needs to be harder, because people just like, oh, I can min-max with a Lucky Ghost build with 100,000 DPS, and then nobody thinks about mechanics or tanking or anything. Oh, you're good enough, you can, well, you had a situation there where everybody everything drained your stamina, and then you got caught with a 30,000 damage attack without getting, then you got caught with a 30 grand attack with that kind of stuff. So, don't even bother. 36,000. Resto staff secondary weapon, so I even have the wrong resource. Should go hybrid for this tank setup. Whoops, the pet pulled. Like 1,200 splash damage. That's just horrible. % of the damage done. 14% of the DPS with 7,000. So do we have a situation where they look like they're DPSing, but they're not? All right, let's see here. All right, give me the boss. Just like last time, since these folks don't want to actually learn how to do any mechanics.
Before you showed yourself, changeling. Shall we dance?
Shall we dance?
Marsalok, you'll pay
I don't care.
for defiling this place.
Come on. Learn to play already, huh? Dodge! Now get the stamina back. Get him out of the red. Burn phase. How many of these other guys can I pick up? We got him down to 0 health, and I guess he dies when we finish off his buddies. All right, let's finish off these guys. Throw some green numbers around for everybody. So when does the boss actually die? Oh, we got to attack the dragon.
More precious.
Oh, is that it? That tickles. Oops, that guy actually needs a heal. You know what? Let's just play magic games with this thing. Get out of the stupid sauce. Shouldn't take us that long to wipe out trash. This keeps a magic handy for throwing heals. Lightning staff. Heavy attacks. Whoops! Oh no, someone died. Someone please res them. Whoop, whoop. Just watch out where the just watch out where the big blue laser is gonna come from. Okay, we actually killed him for real this time. Cool. Look at me, I'm a dual-wielding rogue with wings. 3,300.
Underestimating.
3,300 DPS was 11. 3,300 DPS was 11. Was 11% of the damage.
Won't be laughing much longer.
I'll give you only the slack you need.
Looks like we have some fake DPS in here as well. Fake everything. Nobody wants to actually do what they signed up for. I mean, if you're gonna fake tank, at least have some damage, but these people obviously don't. Spin to win! Yeah, but that only works when they're below a certain amount of health. Look at all these. What, come in from PvP or something? Oh, man.
Marsalok's embrace, and you feel the call of Master.
This has a mechanic, doesn't it? Let's see if we can even handle it. Ow.
Give that dragon a sock in the jaw on my behalf, yeah?
Oh, look, a chest. Well, at least I didn't go try to unlock it in the middle of the fight. Let everyone else get it, and I'll just grab what's left. This kind of sucks anyways. Something to decon. Woo! How many more bosses in this damn thing?
I can feel it. Everywhere. Seeping into everything.
Stop fighting my control. I can more easily shield you from it.
One toxic influence for another.
See, we're gonna actually take on that guy, or we're gonna try and run past him. That's another thing too that ZeniMax could put in these things is if you pull the boss, it sounds like a trumpet and all the trash comes over. So you have to take out the trash. Run past that frost mage. Alright, we kind of have to fight these guys. Might be a case too where they like, look at my big numbers on trash DPS, and then their single target on a boss is abysmal. That used to be a big problem in WoW. Spin, 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 spin. Yeah. Seriously. How many more bosses in this crap? Alright, let's see if they're going to take on that blue guy over there. Or they have some other shortcut or something. Yeah, they just stand there. It's like... Let me guess. We have to do something... Oh, I guess not. Wouldn't it be funny if skipping those activated a hard mode?
There. That writhing mass is the source of the cancer in this cavern. It must be purged.
Leave it. Its proximity is already beginning to taint.
Destroying it weakens Marcelot's hold.
We destroy it! However you can!
Give me the big guy.
Plant the seed in the source.
That's not even much of a hit. So I think this is one of those things where taking out the ads damages the boss. Oh no, you can actually fight that thing too. I thought it was invincible. Alright, throw some heals around. Alright, give me the big guy. Closest thing we have to a boss. So is this how... If you're gonna be fake, why not bring a heal with you? You're already not... Yeah. Alright, they took out that.
It's done.
Sabine! Are you alright?
As I said, we should be conserving our energy.
This is all a giant side effect of the game being too easy. When you don't have to know how to do anything until very rarely in situations like this, it doesn't help. Maybe I should ditch the group right before the final boss. Then they lose their healing and their tank. Since they didn't bother to even have one. Oh, you might as well see if there's a loot box in the other stuff. why Elden Ring's been doing so well. Elden Ring's not a game that hands stuff to you. You actually have to get better at it. Like I said, ESO is too easy. I gotta go jump on Twitter and see how many other people are raising a big stink about that. Since everybody wants to compare ESO to Elden Ring. Yeah, whoops, you couldn't avoid the trash this time now, could you? Oh, look, the fake tank is half dead. Never would have guessed it. Plunk, see ya. That's why I should probably go through and update the builds after I get done with this miserable, whatever you want to call it. Are we going to try and sneak past that thing like before?
Take Marsalok within your heart.
I guess not. Plunk. Alright.
Can't thank you enough. That was vile.
I hate to think of how this would be on Veteran. Throw dots on everything! While these DPS wannabes just pretend to... I'm spinning, spinning, spinning! I don't do any real DPS till the thing's down to 50% health! Spare me. This is so sad.
We'll all be one soon.
I don't want to do DLC dungeons because they take too long. Why? Because everybody shows up and has no... Why? Because nobody has any idea what they're doing? Alright, enough of that.
And apologies.
Somebody's sick and tired of the dungeon taking forever. These are humans, not bots, right? They might as well be bots. Yeah, I'm sick of this taking forever. I hope the dragon fight doesn't have any screwy mechanics.
I feared you lost interest.
I am no one's pet.
No, you're the elf's plaything, but you could be so much more.
You'll pay dearly for all of this, dragon. Go! Protect Celine! We'll give her everything we have.
Alright, we gotta do both rolls of the dragon. Gauntlet time. The NPCs actually are shouting out what to do next. Just block and you don't get thrown backwards. This is why I don't... Everybody gets thrown backwards, we're just gonna let them die. No heals. What even is that stupid...
Really to best me with vermin.
Finally, the dragon landed. Alright, let's just run around like a moron. Can we actually tank him? Burn face. Can't even hit 10 grand on that. That's sad. Alright, back to trash. Oh, big guy, gimme. want one of these Care Bears. Hey, I wouldn't want one of these Care Bears to break a nail. You spinny Care Bears. Let's stay out of the red circles and block. Again, this stupid little Care Bear over there. This is horrible. I should just get into battle royales or something, because I don't think this is much better. Once again, the little Emerald Angel gets punted. Please do some DPS. Get out of the red circles! Block the Fus Rodas! And they didn't. It's hit your right mouse button, you knucklehead. This is sad. I don't want to support the progression of people like this. Again, Emerald Angel. You know what the sad part is? They have to say something for me to put them on the ignore list. Or I can just take a screenshot. Or we'll check the stream replay if we get a pop-up. They got thrown, but I didn't, because I actually blocked. Please finish off the dragon. 53. Burn phase. Everybody burn. Don't use AoE on a single target, please.
You won't escape.
Yay!
Ends of the world.
Unfortunately, it doesn't say activity complete, so we got more of this crap.
Your confidence is heartening. We've driven Marsalok back to his lair, but the battle will not be finished until the dragon is dead or ensnared.
He deserves the worst you can do. Give you the satisfaction.
How much bag space do I have left? 138 out of 150. Let's bring out the what's... I don't have her set on here yet. Alright, we'll do it this way. Hey, how come everybody's dying? Because the healer's way back there? Why is the healer way back there? Because they're selling stuff? Because they're running out of bag space? We'll update all the builds after this little disaster. Oh, here we go. The Azure Blight is claiming a host. This is the quest part of it all. Thank goodness nobody's taking any damage. Oh, isn't that a DPS race? The Azure Blight is claiming a host.
His sickness takes root. Use my ward.
Is that why I only see... Oh, they're over here. Wow, someone learned how to block. Yay! All right, where is the thing you got to stand inside?
Freeing me. I need to wash off. Use the ward. Get that corruption out of you.
This is going to be the mechanic that kills everybody. Isn't it? Spin, 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 spin. All they can do is trash DPS. Doot, 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 doot. I gotta see. I don't see my screen turning blue, so I'm guessing I don't have this. Alright.
There! It's within you! Get to my ward!
Marsalok offers you life.
stand under the little ice shard.
Wash it away!
Hey, look, I can interrupt. La la la, la 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 la
My
la
mouth
la
tastes like a
la la la.
roast.
Whoops. Are they getting hit with... Whoops. Is the fake tank getting hit with a Baron Geddon?
Azures everything. Thanks for freeing me.
Ah, a champion point. I'm not looking forward to what this mechanic is going to mean in the boss fight. Considering what I've seen today. Ugh.
Enough running, coward!
Oh yes, welcome to my web, Spider Witch. I'll make you feel quite at home.
He's much stronger here.
Ooh, the clitter clatter of...
You're being toxic. Look at this group. No tank, no healer, no nothing. Imagine if I did the same crap they did. They'd have 4 people just wiping over and over again with 25,000 health. Alright, Marcelok time. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I suppose I should get rid of, what's-her-face there. Alright, who's gonna pull? Because I'll grab the dragon, because, these Care Bears here. Pull the dragon! Turn him away from the group. Get out of the red circles. Alright, screw it. Don't get pushed off the edge like the Titan fight in Final Fantasy.
You feel the seed taking root.
So, who's gonna get punted off? Throw around some hots that I got all the spell damage for. Woo! Stay out of the circles. 1.5 million health to go. Oh, he just stuns you. So the Fus Roda can throw you off the edge. 1 million damage left.
The seed taking root.
Oh yeah, the fake tank is dead. Where's his corpse? Did he get taken out by the disease? Ah, I have some actual defense. Ow. Yay! This mess is finally over. Take me back to my castle and leave me in effing peace. We did it! We did it! Yay! I carried a bunch of Care Bears.
Somehow, you all really pulled through for us.
All really
Even
pulled
you,
through.
Clinton.
Did I not agree to lend you Celine's aid? I expect
Alright, please get me away from this group. This is exactly what happens. This is what happens when ESO is too easy. Please get me out of this. Hold on, the group. This at Jawatso kick from group at Jabirugaz. All right. I can't remember how to spell that. Just get me out of the group. Should have hit disband group. We'll go through later and we'll add Jabiragaz. We'll review the footage later and add Jabiragaz to the ignore list. I mean, just ignoring mechanic after... I don't hear the Leoin music again. I heard too much of it when it was current. Just ignoring mechanic after mechanic after mechanic, getting Fusroda punted all around the arena. Like, come on. At least try. But that's the problem. ESO hands you way too much. ESO hands you way too much without you having to try. That's the problem.
How may I serve?
And this is exactly... I really... What I need to do is I need to go over and make a YouTube clip of Total Biscuit's video on why he quit WoW, talking about how World of Warcraft deteriorated into a game where the game stooped down to your level. You didn't have to rise up to its level of difficulty. And so that's fundamentally what ruined the game beginning in Cataclysm.
There's really no such thing as jump.
Of course, I think the catch-up gear earlier on was more of an issue with that. Wow. But that right there is what happens when you just hand people stuff. It's like they never learn how to play, and they go in and they do the stupid spin attack with the dual wield on a single target because, well, when it's below what is that? What is that thing in dual wield? Well, it'll increase when it's below 25% health. So use a single target attack. You know, WoW isn't the only game that had to deal with the problem of too many cleaves. And make single target attacks more interesting again. It's just like, stupid. So stupid. Like, get out of this game. See, what's going to happen with stuff like this is that kind of crap is going to reduce this game to being nothing more than Second Life with Elder Scrolls. That's it. That's all it is. Like, look at me in my pretty little dress with my character, and I put, like, screenshots of high elves in dresses over on, what was it? Over on Twitter. It's like, look at me, my ESO character is an Instagram model. Why do I have stealth detection on a tank build? I should be putting stuff in here, actually, for reduced elemental damage. Get that out of there. There we go. Got a detox from all that rubbish. Reduced cost of waste shrine usage. Can't sneak in plates. We can't use that. So what's this? Fall damage. And then we have a resurrection, not consuming soul gems. Now, why don't we just work on like waste shrine usage so when we teleport or use the unstuck command, it costs less money. Okay. Yeah, right. And let's save this as the knight build. It is plus health, right? Yep. 36, 35.
The right armor. Plus.
For when I have to bail out another Care Bear group. Nobody said I had to. I could just quit. I could have just quit the group. What do we have for, Oh, so there's no special loot box for premium Undaunted exploration supplies. Alright. Watch the Alt key. Oops. Yay! Well, that's enough. That's enough bailing out Care Bears for one night. Let's update the other build.
I've been at this a long time.
2, 1. Switch to Paladin. Let's get this one up to date. I can do damage again. Woo! Unbelievable. All right, let's get this up to date. Unbelievable. All right, we're working on this. Yeah, healing taken. Yes, we were. 170. That's what, for both? Yeah, that takes it down both trees. Martial status effects, magical status effects, plus that, da-da-da. Well, martial status effects are more things like poison and bleeding and stuff like that. So that's more of an issue with this. How about here? What was this? Healing taken, and we were looking for, yeah, damage reduction for non-player attacks. PvE damage reduction. And we were working on this, right? Then over here, we were starting on elemental damage reduction. So let's take that. All right. Let's go off and let's buy something. Let's go buy something from the Impresario. Go out to Daggerfall. 10 transmute crystals. Woo! Let's go out to Daggerfall and let's buy something from the Impresario and just relax. That was just... Okay, let's go. This looks a lot better with anti-aliasing. I'm sorry, it just looks that much better. Just gotta refine some of these pews so they actually line up and they don't... See, this looks amazing. This looks like it's all meant to be that way. You just gotta line them up better. Probably put them in blocks together so they can be moved as a group for like double pews and the like. Now we just gotta hang some banners off of those things. Or something. We'll have to see how Westminster Abbey is decorated, because that's totally what this style essentially is. Let me just compare what it would have looked like in original ESO. Alright, without all the eye candy. Now that's believable. It just looks like it's limited somehow. Punch it back up. There we go. Just watching it get punched back up in the preview on YouTube. Oh, look at that difference. Let's go to the Impresario and let's actually go out to Daggerfall. Can't wait to see what the castle's going to be that's available in High Isle, if there is one. How are they going to top the Panther Fang Chapel, though? It's totally a paladin's castle. You have a castle, and you have a chapel in the same area. I don't know. It's going to be hard to beat. So I have some gold magnet geodes down there. How come I never did blue? Can always make some more. I think the enchantment station is what makes those. I can make those blue things with that. Put them in the middle down there and light that water up. Make it look like a swimming pool. I think it's because the light reflected too much. Where's Bastion? Come on, come keep me company out here. I never finished this public dungeon either. I want to get out of here and go to Breton territory. See how nice everything looks in Glenumbra. I actually think, you know, with all these graphics settings and stuff, I just walk around with, ooh, what's this look? Because, naming a character after the Unabomber. Pathetic. Ah, home sweet High Rock. Just look at that sunrise and compare it to the bone stock graphics. I should put these in their own file for easy switching back and forth to stop seeing the INIs for that. We'll fix that afterwards. Here's bone stock. Here's punched up. All right, give me another one of those style pages, darn
Smell
it.
the sugar in the air, the honey, the bananas.
Bananas? Yeah. I gotta try running this preset in Skyrim and see how good it looks.
Given my particular diet, I've a mind to savor this cake all year.
All right, Saber Keel. We have 2 of those left. So the next time, this continues until how long? I think the 17th. How long was the ESO anniversary event? I could probably just go to the guild bank and get style pages. I'll bet any money people are just barfing skill pages everywhere. Could probably look at it in the anniversary Jubilee has double XP bonus. Jubilee event 2022 continues till April 19th, so it's even going to last through the maintenance. Interesting. Let's get the Sabatons. Another Saber Keel page. We can add it to the collections. And then we'll get 3 more, and we'll come by the last one after the maintenance.
Excuse me, please. I have a message for you.
Ah, Daggerfall. A beautiful Daggerfall morning. It is morning, right? Which way is the sun coming from? No, it's actually sunset. Oops.
You'd best mind your step.
Hear ye, hear ye. The danger has passed. The Beldama Weird report that a mighty champion assisted them in healing the land's corruption.
Greetings.
Hello.
Why do I have a feeling I'm overdressed? Where's the guy where's the preacher? There he is. Bring in a thief character and rob that safe box. Get the Khajiit.
Akatosh on high, first of the 8, provides wisdom. He blesses the crown of King Casimir and lends his symbol to the Daggerfall crest.
Hello.
Oh yeah, it's definitely sunset. Load those models, darn it. where it all started, with a few modest upgrades to the furniture. Just a house full of cats. Crazy to think what's happened in the 5 years I've been playing this game. The mix match furniture in this one. All right, so what do we have? What do we have left? We have a couple of things. Alchemist Survey in Alakir and Stormhaven. Smithy Survey in the Rift. The Rift probably looks pretty nice. Especially around sunset. Go finish those off. It's really one of the shortcomings of this event, though. You want to grind your crafting writs, clog up your bank, then send your characters around getting all the surveys, but it results in lots of materials to make stuff with. It can also be sold, too, if you get into a trading guild, sell a bunch of materials for money, get a bunch of gold that way. Kind of interesting, you know, you would think that MMOs with their constant problems with grinding in their anniversary event would really, you know, encourage you to celebrate the game being around for that long. Instead, it encourages more grinding because you get all these extra awards and double experience. It's almost like the ESO anniversary event is a chore.
In the name of the king.
Some stuttering with frames here, but that's local on the computer. It's not being introduced by the encoder. All right.
Honor and steel.
Always a pleasure.
Hey, where's the king? Got all that pop-in going on here.
Go forth, and know that Daggerfall and the Crown stands behind you.
Already completed the quest here. So you got a character that hasn't completed the quest. Go through this Daggerfall story, kind of get a preview of the High Isle stuff. What's this? Oh, a vampire thief looting the castle.
Honor and steel.
There should be a vigilante mode in this game, where if your character is of a
What is it?
of a more lawful disposition, characters who are committing crimes, oh, you can flag for PvP and you just take them out. Man, a lot of the driving games.
Huzzah!
A lot of the driving games that I play have had some kind of cop mechanism in them.
In the name of the king.
The crew in particular had quite a bit of it. I'd try that out. See if anybody's still playing that. I think people are, unless they're bots.
For the Knights of the King.
Yeah. Generic-looking tin suits. Everything's gonna look better when we get to High Isle. This is the old-school Breton style.
Look, it's the hero who saved King Casimir.
All right. Hey, why don't we get old school? Let's take a ship out to the Alakir Desert, get that alchemy thing. What if there's a way to get to the rift, though? Let's just take... Let's get some immersion underway here. Well, not that, obviously. Instead of using way shrines and stuff, let's just take ships out everywhere. And then just take it from there. All right, so...
My time is precious.
Let's see. Which of these goes to Stros Mackay, travel cross alliance to Oregon and Stonefalls? Oh, we can't go to the Nord. We can't go to the Nord's land directly. We can go to the Dark Elf land and then go take everything from there for cross alliance travel. Davin's Watch. There we go. Taking the sights, especially with running this shader and these nice little presets. My screenshots are still gonna look better. My screenshots are still gonna look better. Dark elf territory. Look at all the huge mushrooms. All right, how do we get to where the? How do we go off to Skyrim from here? Bleak Rock Isle, that's close. Gold Coast, Somerset. Ah, the Rift. Go talk to the bosun over there.
So much to do.
Yay, Dark Elf territory. I'm sorry, I do believe you mean Dunmer. Ah, let's see here. Look at all those people look at all those Ebonheart Pact people eating cake. Oops. Yeah, it helps if you actually look where you're going instead of joking about the people eating cake. Let's try this again.
Have we met?
Hello.
I don't remember.
Don't spend very much time out in packed territory like this. Alright. Bleak Rock, Gold Coast. It's the little boat they were going to in order to get to the Rift. But it's not the big ships then. Captain Janassa, I think, goes to Morrowind. Sir Yelda, I think, is who we're looking for.
I'll soon be heading back to my homeland of Somerset.
Nope, wrong one. Wrong boat.
In the mood for a little trip.
Not Morrowind, or Vardenfell. That's the chef. Here we go.
I can fit you. We even have a spare hammock. Let's go.
To the Rift, please. I want to go arm wrestle some Nords. Right, so there's some books we can pick up too. Hopefully without having to break into any houses or anything. There's a thing right outside of town for this, though. All right, let's go see.
Cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind.
Whoa, fiery hair. Oops. That could have been a bounty right there for stealing.
It's here.
All right, where's this book? Looks like it's upstairs. I didn't come all the way out here to Skyrim to end up in a Nord prison. There we are. Rivers of Prophet and Riften. The backstory behind all the rogue-type characters in Skyrim. Okay, there's that. There's a treasure chest usually over there. Why do I have a marker for that? I don't think one of my thief characters has ever come over here and taken one. It's like right next to... Oh, have I broken into the house before? No. That's shared. That's a shared map marker, and I don't remember any of my thief characters ever coming up here. What's this music? I think this is from Skyrim, actually. Yeah, it's gotta be very picturesque. It's almost ASMR. I think this is Skyrim music. So why do I have a bunch of burn corpses and put out fires? Oh, this is local. This is a local quest that I never got around to doing. We're not looking for that, though. We're looking for surveys. I gotta do this more often. Shrink the UI down or turn it off.
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.
I should get an add-on that allows for minimal UI, only show when needed, so we can take in more of the scenery. Maybe get rid of the compass. Because I know Morrowind didn't have a compass or any of this fancy crap, so you actually had to learn the landmarks of the land in order to know what was there. That's an old problem I used to have in WoW. People would use, like, Quest Helper, and they'd never learn where anything was in the world, because they never had to, because Quest Helper just gave them a big green arrow to follow. So we'll see how the laundry's doing, but I don't think we need a BRB. I think we can just turn off the camera. We'll be back shortly. I think the laundry's done. I think I need a be right back screen out of this. Like, can the microphone do like a silent BRB? And just do, you know, with this kind of scenery. Don't bother with any music. Just keep the in-game music going and just leave it on a scenic spot like this. So the worst that'll happen, we'll get thrown back to the start. We'll get thrown back to the title screen. Alright, the thing we're looking for, the survey, is way over here.
Right behind you, partner.
What house is that? The Hammer Death Old Mistvale Manor. Which one was this again? I'm getting it mixed up with the Hammer Death Bungalow. Biggest mansion southwest, Mistvale Manor. Death of Thane Snelgar. Available as an impressive stone mansion with attached stable. What does this place look like when it's... What does this place look like when it's furnished? Big Nord house. Mistvale Manor. Old Mistvale Manor. Look at all the reds and blues. It looks like a Nord place. This was a Smithy survey, so let's see here.
This is a great area for harvesting. Trail.
So many lore books that I haven't found yet. Maybe we should just turn that off, so I'm not constantly distracted by that. I'm not trying to level Mage's Guild or anything. Can that and reload the UI. A little too distracting. Oops. We're not going to crash the game again, are we? There we go. I'm actually thinking of taking this over to Twitch. I'd be a little too chill, though, for a lot of the audience over there. I'm not, like, hamming up the game with EDM or anything. I'm just kind of enjoying the game for what it is, without any music swap-ins or anything like that.
I love cities. The rude people, the noise, the chaos. Is it strange that I find it comfortable?
I want this post running smooth and by the numbers.
Maybe you should ride matching horses, since I'm doing gold and blue. Why don't we just do that? Yeah, go through with a Daggerfall Covenant horse in the middle of Ebonheart Pack territory. I'm just riding it because it's blue. I gotta get a more, Well, the PvPers are all doing stuff in Cyrodiil, so who cares? Get that stupid Covenant horse out of Riften. Definitely potential with this chill stream stuff, though. Especially late at night after work. I just gotta make some more materials and figure out what to do about my alerts, because my alerts are borderline broken. Yeah, I don't even have them loaded right. I think a few of them will play, and then the alerts will break for the rest of the stream. I gotta convert those over to Streamlabs. Stream Elements just too unstable right now. Appear to have messed up my finger there. Alright, where's the rest of the things here? Rothgar. See what the orc music sounds like. Way up there, huh? Let's enjoy some snowy mountains then. Yeah, I should totally do like chill streams with ESO that are similar to Over New England while going out and doing this kind of stuff. Why is it playing Breton music? This is Rothgar. This is where the orcs live. Am I missing something? Reload UI. There's got to be something. I'm missing something here. This is Breton music. Why are we playing Breton music in Rothgar? Maybe this DLC didn't have its own music. Oh well. Okay, here we go. Something more rustic.
Oblivion, take you!
Greaves of the Pariah. We'll decon that. Don't even know what the set bonus is. What were the set bonuses for that one? Health, armor, and more physical and spell resistance based on your missing health. So the more damage you take, the more armor you have. That's a PvP thing, though. PvE has a resistance cap. PvP has a...
What do you think you'll make with that?
Probably a bit harder to make an unkillable super tank these days. Having to factor in the debuffs you can get from players, minus 5,000 armor. That bear's totally gonna... Or not. Alright, where's the next one of these things that we're going for? Jewelry crafting in Bankarai. There's also one in Rothgar, though. Where's the... It's down the other end, down by the public dungeon. Well, nice snowy night. Little showdown between Bretons and Orcs, I'm guessing. Hence all the dead Bretons. I suppose where we're at, where it's all snowy and stuff, and everything's jogging my memory, High Isle needs to have a jousting game. If Wrath of the Lich King could have a jousting game in the Crusaders Coliseum patch, a Breton chapter of ESO needs to have a jousting minigame. That's not up for debate. We're at for heat in this place. Still 72. Just feels colder. Probably because the fan's going. Alright, next one is down by the public dungeon.
Right behind you, partner. No remorse!
Alright, where is this thing?
That should come in handy.
They programmed in animals scratching themselves on the trees? When was this added to the game? That's right, scratch that itch. It's like the Grizzly Hills bears fishing in the streams. Old Orsinium. Oh yeah, that's the public dungeon. It's still not complete though. There it is. Tucked in the corner of this cliff.
This is a great area for harvesting.
So there's a shard inside of Old Orsinium. I've never completed that before either, in terms of the bosses. We should go in there and just do some, we should go in there and start some stuff. What's this?
over with, I suppose.
Malakath, we have failed you.
Pull yourself together! That's it. Are you hurt?
Wait, according to this, there's a boss around this corner. Where is he? It's a boss I haven't beaten either. Alright, let's see here. Where's he hiding? Oh no, he's up there. Hag Ravens.
Attack!
$21,000 DPS on trash.
For glory!
Alright, where's this boss?
Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
So how do we get into... How do we get in there? Or is there some other way up there?
Courage brings victory.
Is the boss up on that roof? How do we get up there? Looks like it's a something round, and something. You gotta jump on the roof somewhere along here. Now, I think I've done this before. It was just a little cryptic getting through those doors. I think this was part of the mechanism for it. Yeah, there was some way to do this. Alright, what about through here? Land of mystery indeed. Why'd I even come out here? I have a couple of I know I have surveys to get. Let's go to Bankarai instead. So to get out of here, just do it this way. Doomchar Plateau has a way shrine right outside the door. We'll worry about this Orc City later. Oh, I wasted a candle because I had an extra candle out here. What other extra stuff do I have sitting around? A couple of chairs, a couple of platforms, a bed. Some extra lanterns, too. Alright, let's get out of here. Bankarai. Southern Bankarai, below the big split in the zone. Let's go pick that up.
Give them everything you've got.
What
do you think you'll make with that?
There it is.
Got plenty of goods fresh off the dump.
The fun part about this assistant is that she decons everything at once, as opposed to going to a crafting area and having to go through all the stations to decon everything. That's the value that she brings. Besides the convenience of showing up pretty much anywhere in the world. Then sell the rest to Nuzuma,
Care to bargain?
the Red Guard trader. Is that? Etc. Alright, so enough of this. Let's go relax in that chapel. This game is more chill than a lot of people give it credit for. And I guess with the eye candy and making it look better, it really helps with fundamentally how this game is presented like this. Please, enough of that do stuff. See about there's no maybe that'll be the next assistant that gets put into the Crown
Anything
Star.
I can do for you?
Yeah, someone that helps you repair gear. Well, we didn't even get through all the surveys and stuff. Alright, enough of the throne room. Let's go to the chapel. Looks even prettier at night. I dare say this is more... Look at the difference in the pews. I just placed them without setting them up correctly. It's like a vertical difference on that one. I gotta go through and fine-tune all these. Now this looks way better. You still see the busted one in the front. I think this actually looks nicer than the cathedral does. Definitely cozier. Yeah, it's part of his main place. Well, he's got a little chapel now in his castle. And I guess, you know, if work gets as crazy this week as it was last week, I'll be spending a lot of time just relaxing to this or playing the game as is. Just like I did when I caught up on all my other stuff. I don't know why I even try to be all, you know, with this kind of stuff. Because it's just, that's just not what this is made for. Not what this game is made for. It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't really make any sense to, you know, do anything other than just enjoy ESO for what it is. Which is fundamentally, it's taken its place as a viable member of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Similar to Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. But I guess I gotta wonder, you know, should I take this to Twitch or not? The way things are. Maybe this game is too much of a grown-up game for the increasingly younger and younger audience over there. I don't know. Let's relax until it's time to call it a morning. Happy Easter, everybody. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.